Camping isn't difficult because of the big challenges. It's the small, repetitive problems that slowly make everything harder than it needs to be. Dirty clothes, poor sleep, broken gear, messy cooking, wasted time. The gadgets on this list don't try to impress you. They quietly remove those problems. And once you use them, camping feels noticeably easier. Let's start the countdown. Starting at number 10, Scrubba Wash. Bag dirty clothes are unavoidable on longer trips, and carrying extras only adds weight and bulk. The Scrubba Wash Bag gives you a way to wash clothes anywhere using nothing but water, soap, and movement. Inside the waterproof bag are flexible friction bumps that act like a washboard when you agitate it. You don't need electricity, and you don't need a washing machine. You wash, rinse, wring, and hang all from the same bag. This becomes especially valuable on multi-day trips, van life, or travel where space is limited. Instead of packing more clothing, you reuse what you already have. It's not luxury laundry, but it works, and that reliability is what makes it useful. And at number 9, Matador FlatPak Toiletry Bottles. Traditional toiletry bottles are small but inefficient. They're rigid, awkwardly shaped, and they trap moisture, which means they take up the same space whether they're full or almost empty. The Matador FlatPak bottles are different. They're made from welded fabric instead of hard plastic, allowing them to collapse as the contents are used. Over time, they take up less and less space in your kit. They also dry quickly, which means you're not sealing wet bottles back into your bag. For minimalist campers and travelers, this solves a surprisingly annoying problem: wasted space for items you use every day. And at number 8, Camco TastePURE Inline Water Filter. Most water filters are designed for individual bottles. The Camco TastePURE Inline water filter works before the water ever reaches your container. It connects directly to a hose, filtering water as it flows, which means when you're filling jugs, tanks, or large containers, the water is already cleaner and better tasting. This is why it's widely used by campers, RV users, and van lifers who refill water often. Instead of filtering repeatedly, you filter continuously. It's quieter, faster, and far less effort over time, especially when dealing with larger volumes of water. And at number 7, Ignik Refillable Gas Growler Deluxe Fuel is one of the most frustrating parts of camping to manage properly. Disposable propane canisters are bulky, hard to track, and often left half-used. You either bring too many or risk running out. The Ignik Refillable Gas Growler Deluxe replaces that system entirely. It's designed to safely store refillable propane, so you can bring exactly the amount you need for a trip. Instead of guessing, you control your fuel supply. Instead of waste, you refill. For people who camp frequently, this turns fuel from a recurring annoyance into a predictable, manageable system. And at number 6, Sea to Summit Aeros Premium Pillow. Poor sleep is one of the fastest ways to ruin an outdoor trip. The Sea to Summit Aeros Premium Pillow solves the common camping pillow problem by combining inflatable structure with a soft fabric surface that actually feels comfortable against your face. Unlike stuffing clothes into a sack, this pillow provides consistent shape and real neck support. It inflates quickly, packs down small, and stays in place through the night. Once you sleep properly at camp, everything improves. Your energy, your mood, and how much you actually enjoy being outdoors. That's why this pillow ends up staying in people's kits long-term. And at number 5, GSI Outdoors Pivot Tongs and Spatula Combo. Most camping cooking tools feel like compromises. They're either too small, too flimsy, or awkward to use over heat. The GSI Pivot Tongs and Spatula fold down for storage, then lock into rigid, full-length utensils when in use. That means better control, safer handling, and cooking that feels closer to what you're used to at home. This matters when you're cooking over fire or a hot stove, where precision and reach actually make a difference. If cooking is part of why you enjoy camping, proper tools quietly improve every meal. And at number 4, Kula Cloth Antimicrobial Reusable Pea Cloth. This one sounds strange until you understand the problem it solves. The Kula cloth is a reusable antimicrobial hygiene cloth designed specifically for outdoor use. It clips to the outside of a pack, dries quickly, and is treated to resist bacteria and odor. Instead of dealing with used paper products or awkward waste storage, you have a cleaner, more practical solution that's always accessible. That's why it's become extremely popular among hikers and campers, especially on longer trips where hygiene and waste management matter. It's not glamorous, but it solves a real problem better than the alternatives. Getting into the top 3. These are the gadgets that don't just help. They actively prevent bad days outdoors. And quick reminder, if you enjoy camping gear that actually makes life easier, consider subscribing, because struggling at camp builds stories, but smart gear builds comfort. All right, back to it. At number 3, PackTowl Ultralite Microfiber Towel. A normal towel is one of the least efficient items you can bring camping. It's bulky, slow to dry, and stays damp far longer than you want it to. The PackTowl Ultralite is designed specifically for outdoor use. It dries much faster than standard towels, packs down to a fraction of the size, and is versatile enough to replace multiple items. It works for dishes, drying condensation, wiping gear, swimming, and quick showers, all with one lightweight piece of fabric. What makes it valuable isn't just that it's a towel, it's that it removes several small inconveniences at once. Once people start carrying one, it becomes something they never leave behind. At number 2, Gear Aid Tenacious Tape Repair Kit. Small damage can end a trip if you're unprepared. A punctured sleeping pad means no insulation. A torn tent means exposure. A ripped jacket means cold. The Gear Aid Tenacious Tape Repair Kit allows you to fix all of those problems immediately, right where you are. The adhesive is designed to bond strongly to outdoor fabrics and materials, even in less than perfect conditions. It can hold air in sleeping pads, reinforce torn fabric, and prevent damage from spreading. Instead of a problem ruining your trip, it becomes a short pause, and that difference is massive when you're far from home. And finally, at number 1, Flextail Tiny Pump X. Camp setup and teardown take more energy than people expect. Blowing up sleeping pads, deflating bags, and packing everything back down adds effort at the worst times, late at night and early in the morning. The Flextail Tiny Pump X solves that by automating the most repetitive tasks. It inflates sleeping pads quickly, deflates storage bags, and even doubles as a lantern once camp is set. What makes it valuable isn't just speed, it's consistency. You save energy every single day, especially after long hikes or travel days. This is one of those gadgets that feels unnecessary until you experience how much smoother camp routines become with it. After that, going without it feels like extra work for no reason. Camping doesn't need to be harder than it already is. And these gadgets don't change where you go. They change how easy it is to enjoy being there.